On behalf of the software development and support staff associated with Vista Imaging, my name is Cliff Sorensen, and I will be your guide for this series of video training modules covering the configuration and use of the Vista Imaging Clinical Capture application. There are several modules associated with this presentation which will demonstrate the functionality of the software. However, they are only meant to be a preview of the application and are not intended to be the sole source of information for the end user. The interested viewer is encouraged to obtain and read the current Clinical Capture user manual for additional details regarding the software. The intended audiences for these modules are clinical and administrative staff responsible for incorporating captured images into a patient's electronic medical record in both the VA and the Indian Health Service, or IHS, environments. The modules were created primarily for staff new to Vista Imaging Clinical Capture, but they may be useful as a refresher for more experienced users of the software. The objectives for these modules are to provide a basic understanding of the configuration and use of the Clinical Capture application. No attempt has been made to demonstrate or explain every possible feature, function, tool, or alternative method of producing similar outcomes. The Vista Imaging software applications are Section 508 conformant to provide accessibility to those using alternative methods of navigating the applications. The demonstrations in these modules were accomplished by using a keyboard and mouse within the Graphical User Interface, or GUI, applications. For the purposes of this training, it is assumed that the users have a basic knowledge of Microsoft Windows, as well as the Veterans Health Information System Technology Architecture Hospital Information System, or VISTA. The IHS equivalent of VISTA is called Resource and Patient Management System, or RPMS. It is also assumed that the users have valid access and verify codes, as well as the necessary security permissions for the hardware or software options being demonstrated. For the purposes of these demonstrations, I have been assigned all necessary menu options, security keys, and administrative privileges. The audiences for these presentations understand that the software and images demonstrated are from a non-production or test database. So, what is Vista Imaging? Vista Imaging is an extension of the VISTA or RPMS Hospital Information Systems. Vista Imaging provides a means of capturing and displaying clinical and administrative images, scanned documents, motion images, and other non-textual data files, and making them part of the patient's electronic medical record. Vista Imaging is designed to provide the treating physician with a complete view of patient data and at the same time allowing consultant physicians to have access to the image and text data, whether in the same department, in different medical services, or at different sites. Vista Imaging is unique in that management of the medical images is handled by the Hospital Information System, allowing very close integration of multimedia data with traditional patient chart information. It is important to note that the Food and Drug Administration classifies the Vista Imaging software as a medical device. Modifications to the computer where this software is installed, such as the installation of unapproved hardware or software, will adulterate the medical device. The use of an adulterated medical device violates U.S. federal laws as defined in the Code of Federal Regulations 21 CFR 820. This is a brief list of acronyms used in the modules. CCOW, or CCOW, Clinical Content Object Workgroup; CPRS, Computerized Patient Record System; EKG, Electrocardiogram; FAQ, Frequently Asked Questions; FDA, Food and Drug Administration; HIMS, or HIMSS, Health Information Management Service; HRN, Health Record Number, IHS, Indian Health Service, QA, Quality Assurance, RGB, Red, Green, Blue, RPMS, Resource and Patient Management System, SSN, Social Security Number, TIU, Text Integration Utility, TWAIN or TWAIN, the standard interface for image acquisition devices, VA, Veterans Affairs, VHA, Veterans Health Administration, VISTA or VISTA, Veterans Health Information System and Technology Architecture. This is the end of Module 1. The next module is Clinical Capture Workstation Configuration.